Let's continue with this now. Yesterday, a man who is no stranger to football fans around the country, Hlompho Keana, he spent 10 years, a decade at Mamelodi Sundowns and won a number of titles with them, announced his retirement from all football at the age of 37. He joins us in studio now to talk about what has been an illustrious career. Hlompho, thank you so much for coming through to Newzroom Afrika.
Thanks for having me.
I remember in 2016 when you had just led the team to success at the CAF Champions League, and through the years chatting to you as the captain of Mamelodi Sundowns, and then having to end your career with the team about 12 months ago. Why did it take so long for you to decide, okay, now it's time to really say goodbye?
Well, I must say it wasn't an easy decision, really. It came really after I left Sundowns, which everybody knew the number of years that I spent at Sundowns, the number of trophies that I've won with Sundowns. So for me, I would say half of my career I was with Sundowns. So I was addicted to the space. I knew the space very well. So when I left, I felt, let me go join another team, which didn't happen in the first 2 months. For various reasons, after I left Sundowns, I felt, let me really take 2 months break. Let me feel if I would tap into the next chapter of my life after Sundowns. Yeah, it didn't happen. I stayed comfortably on my couch watching football comfortably. I can criticize easily. It was too easy.
You became a great analyst, basically.
Kind of, yeah. So my emotions was easy on the couch, and I watched football differently. So I felt so comfortable in me watching the football that I love differently from the couch. Then slowly I was drifting away from the green grass. I wasn't aware with that part. 6 months later,
I suppose also, you know, training as a professional sports person, it's hard on the body. So taking 2 months off with the body nice and relaxed, then all of a sudden to try and get fit again is quite a challenge.
It wasn't the case. I have been training on my own. I have been doing a lot of kilometers that I do after 2 days. So I didn't really take a break off completely. But I was training still. But it's just training alone is not the same as training with the group. Yeah. So I felt like I was excluded quite some longer enough to be outside the program that was set for the group, and so as a result, it was difficult for me to tap into that zone again to compete again. So I thought maybe it's because I did football since I was 17-year-old. So for me, it feels like 19 years as a professional footballer. It's crazy. It's longer. And then I started attending family gatherings. A stranger there, obviously, because I don't know what's happening there. I'm new to them. So I started now realizing that these people, I don't know them in personal life. So I started knowing the people, the family that I never knew. I was such a stranger to them in terms of how I do things. Remember, when they eat in the family gathering, as a professional footballer, you can't just jump into mhodu just like that. You have to look at the things that you eat. But in that period, I would easily associate myself with them easily without even thinking about what's going to happen in the future or in 2 days' time. So I felt this is a comfort that I never had in my whole life. This is the time maybe I should learn to be a normal somebody again.
A normal somebody again, but I think after the career that you've had, it's quite difficult. There's so much to unpack when it comes to emotions. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to do all of that. But I want to know, and the football fans want to know, what are you going to be doing now?
Oh, there's a lot that is on the table for Hlompho Keana at this present moment. As at this present moment, I'm busy with SABC. I'm doing analyst there on over the weekend. I'm talking about football. I'm talking about the things that I've went through as a footballer. I'll be doing some coaching course, because I believe the younger ones wants to know how to score the goals that I've been scoring, the crazy goals. I call the crazy goals because they are far out of everybody's reach, in terms of the technique that I used to use. Yeah. So everybody will be asking me, and so I cannot tell you how to do it, but I can try to show you. So it will need me to have the documentation to back it up. So I'll be working on that as well.
And I suppose after you saw Benny McCarthy get that fantastic role as a strikers coach at Man United, all of a sudden you are inspired as a former player.
I am. It's a huge achievement for us South Africans, knowing very well how hard and how loving the country is in terms of the sport. Look, we haven't received any positive news in the past few months, so to see Benny, breaking that curse, I believe it's something that we should celebrate as South Africans.
Certainly over the last couple of weeks, Hlompho, we have had a lot coming the way of good news when it comes to sport. Thank you so much for coming into studio, and all the best of luck with the future. Hlompho Keana, the former captain and multiple trophy-winning captain of Mamelodi Sundowns, saying that he's going to teach the next generation just how to do those long-range efforts which made him so famous.